welcome back to the layout. Still no layout per se, but we do have new items from eBay that are worthy of a video. As always, like and subscribe to see more content. This Athearn ready-to-run 40-foot flat car is special to the Clearwater City Lake and Pacific, for it was these cars that hauled the lumber for the Anaconda Company on the real Big Blackfoot Railway. The history of the Big Blackfoot is well documented in Bob Bateman's book, Big Blackfoot Railway, now sadly out of print. I do have an author-signed second edition I picked up at a train show. Now, I fired for Bob, a very experienced engineer, back in the days when I ran steam in Virginia City, Montana. He's a wealth of knowledge, as his was the last class to qualify on electric locomotives for the Milwaukee Road, and he was the last man to bring a Northern Pacific A3 in the guise of SPNS 700 into Missoula. The Milwaukee Road purchased the main line of the Big Blackfoot from the Anaconda Company on January 16, 1919. This change ushered in a new flat car design, this car being a 40-foot flat with bunks and drop stakes. Previously, 20-foot Russell flat cars were used and the logs bucked to 16 feet, something that seems to have continued for the life of the railway. In photographs of the operation, the 40-foot cars can be clearly seen. It should be noted that the woods around the Five Valleys and surrounding areas were not generally harvested with a highline, like what was used in Oregon, Washington, and California. Skid loading was the most common, starting with horse-drawn high wheels and eventually tractors with tracks and log arches moved the fallen timber to the landings where the railroad would pick them up. This history and the machines used are displayed at the Historical Museum of Fort Missoula in the Montana Historical Equipment area, south of the tracks. The museum has the largest display of large Anaconda and Anaconda-adjacent artifacts anywhere. In the world of the Clearwater Pacific, the Anaconda Company is still in business. They'll supply logs to the mills in Clearwater and Sioux Lake on these log cars, just like it was done on the prototype. I'll need to make some more appropriate stakes out of dowels, but it's a close enough base that it gets the point across. I currently have 2 of these cars and hope to get a few more in the future. It's fascinating how prototype inspiration can lead to good things on our model railway. The other package today is also a pretty big deal. This is a Walthers EMC 60-foot motor car in GN paint. These came out from the St. Louis Car Company in 1922, and it would make sense to have them on branch lines by the mid-50s, as they would have been replaced with more modern rolling stock. For the Clearwater Pacific, as part of the trackage rights the Great Northern has on the Sioux Lake, they provide the car and the motorman to run it. The schedule isn't finalized yet, but the Vermilion Belle is the only scheduled train on the line. I look forward to figuring out the DCC installation and sound edition in the near future. Well, that's about it from the railway. Look for the next one.